Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning. No idea. What is it? 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. We now have a screen in an upper position, which I'm quite surprised that I haven't seen on the YouTubes about that actually. I didn't even realise that the screen, I mean, you have to take the bolts out, but you can have it in an upper or a lower position. But I've unbolted it and put it into the highest position, which that feels a bit nicer for me, that does. I'm still looking over it, you're going to be looking through it, and I'm hoping that might stop some of the wind blast on the microphone. We shall see. You'll have seen as well, I now have a great big TV screen in front of me. Feels like a bloody TV screen. Carpuride, not sponsored, purchased with my own money. Compliments of a discount code from Stammering Biker, who I found having decided to switch to BMW. It's got a decent channel, so commented on one of my videos. So, hello. Yeah, let's see what this sound is like now, shall we? Yeah, that feels much nicer for me, that does. I do like this, so if I do that now, alerts, oh that's nice that is, yeah. Having this Carpuride thing, having it integrated with the wheel. I mean, that feels too big, that does. You know, it's literally like having a TV screen in front of you, isn't it? It's not distracting, but it's a bit big. I bought the 5-inch one, which I was using. I only used it a couple of times. I'm going to sell it if anybody wants it. I was using on the Transal. And it's alright. It's a bit too small though, really. They seem to have gone, oh, we'll do a 5-inch or a 7-inch. I think the sweet spot, I mean, you know, never happy, I'm on proper first world problems, but I think the sweet spot actually is a 6-inch. What can you do? You know? I mean, if anybody watches any of my videos, you'll see that in the past I've always had the Garmin up there. That's the first thing I do on any bike. I get the Garmin mounted up there and then basically spend all of my trips just slagging it off because it's just doing really stupid things. But even with the Garmin there and a phone with Google Maps down here, you'll see in a lot of my videos I still go the wrong way. I still miss junctions. It's just, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I've also bought, so when I got as I've mentioned in the video, the new bike day video that's just gone up for this, I've had the PPF done on it, and speaking to the guy, he recommended, it's got some ceramic coating on it and stuff. He recommended GTechniq as a product to use, because of course a lot of them, I think petroleum based stuff can perhaps dull the PPF. So I've just bought one of their kind of kits, if you like, which has got like a ceramic coating in it, a bug, you know, like your usual thing that dissolves bugs, some then incentive in a shampoo. Anyway, whatever. I'll put a picture up of it. I'm like completely paranoid now. Previously, I've always looked after my bikes. Whenever someone's come and bought one of my bikes off me, you know, I'm quite proud of the fact that they turn up and they go, oh wow, it looks brand new. It doesn't help when you're selling something that you're not massively keen on selling. You're like, oh god, don't say that. Tell me it's a bag of shit. No, I'll feel better about selling it. Especially with the KTM. Let's not do the 1290. Ding! First reference to it. But I bought this stuff. It's pretty expensive. I mean, it's like 60 quid for this kind of pack. I was a bit concerned, you know, as I say, I've previously got, you know, Muck Off and all these others, and they've always worked for me. But I was a bit concerned, especially with this black, dulling this PPF, which I've paid a lot of money for. So he recommended this stuff, and they say it's safe on ceramic coating, safe on PPF, etc. And I must say, I mean, all I've done so far, I haven't washed the bike since I've got it, but it could be snake oil for all I know, all of this, but I'll let you know how I'll get on with that when I give it its first wash. This, giving you the ability to have that screen in 2 fixed positions like that, along with it being electric and also fully adjustable, that's a master stroke, that is, BMW. I'm really pleased with that, because I think that's a much better position for me, that is. We are not going to make these, are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? We are. That's kind of cool. Watch, these will change on as well now, aren't I'm going to be bouncing through. Cool. And we're down. That auto ride height is voodoo. Voodoo magic. Where are we going? It's not that one, is it? It's the next one, isn't it? Is it the next one? No, it is. Oh, bugger. It was that one. Oh, look. So, I told you. Literally, I've got a map in front of me and I still got it wrong. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh my god, I've literally got a massive great big map on a TV screen in front of me and I still took the wrong turn, and yet somehow I've managed to do tens of thousands of miles around Europe without getting stuck there and still being there, unable to get home. Where are we going? In there. That'll be us. Right there. Let's go and see what goodies they've got in Moto Central. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, and then fall off the bike. What a tit. That killed half an hour. Or thereabouts. I'm looking for another jacket. I've got the climb. Climb. I've always called it climb. I've got the we've got this climb. This is the Latitude. God, I've had this 12 years now. That's been fantastic. So I think it's probably it's one of the first 3 Pro Shell jackets, but they've certainly improved on it now. This has been solid, you know, waterproof, perfect for when you're in the hot weather. It's got no drop liner or anything like that, which is great. But it is it's quite stiff. It is like a bit of cardboard, and also that ventilation, which is brilliant in the heat, this is terrible in the winter. It's not terrible, but it's not the warmest jacket in the winter. And I've also got I can't remember what the name of it is, but you'll have seen me wearing it. It's the thing that I wear the most. That jacket is immensely comfortable, but it's got the ghost armour in it. It's lightweight. Sort of sits between Marrakesh. Thank you. There you go. Thank you, Brian. It sits between a mesh jacket and just a touring jacket, but obviously it's not waterproof at all. But I don't mind that. I don't mind actually carrying a waterproof over jacket. Even with this, what I've tended to do is use a lightweight. I've got a Berghaus Packlight jacket, which is Gore-Tex, so it's waterproof, but you know, not that. It can only take so much. I got a bit worried then when that came up on the screen. I was like, oh, what? Let's just get some fuel. What was I waffling on about? Yeah, the Marrakesh. It's unbelievably comfortable. It's not waterproof, but I don't mind putting something over the top of it, but you'd never wear it in the winter because it's closer to a mesh jacket than a touring jacket. So I want something that you can wear, you know, for the other 90% of the days in the UK that aren't quite warm enough. I've looked at like the rocker stuff, like the Naval and stuff. I mean, they're amazing bits of kit, but crikey, and I know it is motorcycle, you know, it's armoured clothing, but Jesus Christ, like, you need to go to the gym just to pull one of them things off the coat hanger. They're that heavy. That's not what I'm after. That's too much for me, that is. The more I ride this bike, the more I'm enjoying it. It really is nice. Let's go down. 126.9. It's got my name written all over it. And it's got everyone else's names written all over it as well, unfortunately, hasn't it? Squeeze in front of you, mate. There we go, a little bit. Sweet. Right. Right, here we go. Let's see what we get in this time. 19 litre tank, as I learnt from reading the manual. Say 40 miles left. That'll do. 3 litres left. Something thereabouts anyway. That one. Photograph that one. Reset all values. I didn't catch that in terms of what the consumption had been. Never mind. I think I need to move that off there. No, that is like way too shaky. Just for a laugh. See how that feels. Right, let's boot it. Well, you're getting the shit blasted out of you now because I've got the screen all the way down. I didn't read anything in the manual, but I can remember when my 1200GS at any bike really, logically, when you're doing speed, there's an awful lot of force on the screen. As I just accelerated away, I was immediately going to put the screen up, but I was doing about 60 odd mile an hour. And I know with a manual adjuster on a screen, I can remember on my GS, at 60, 70 mile an hour plus, you physically couldn't turn the, well, you could physically turn, but you feel like the ratchet, you're like, oh, I'm going to snap that. Because there's so much pressure, air pressure on the screen. Is there anything in the manual that says not to adjust the screen above certain speeds? It's a Rapid GS. At the end of my video that I'd done on this new bike day, I mentioned that I got 2 weeks off beginning of June and I was going to perhaps head down to Croatia. Unfortunately, that's now been put on hold. Work commitments, so I might be going a little later in the year. There's no might about it. I'm going to find some point. I'm going to find time at some point to go. But I'm not too sure if I would want to go. Where are we going? Would I really want to go in August if I have the opportunity to? I've only ever toured around Europe in July, just before the kids break up. I'm thinking it's going to be absolutely chocker in August, which is not something that appeals to me at all. There you go, dude. I was on the phone. I was surprised. This has become a scarily capable machine. I mean, it's always capable. It's well, proper rapid now. You know, weirdly, I've talked about how I'm looking for the road setting on this to just get a bit softer, a bit plusher. Actually, when you're pressing on a bit, even in dynamic, I might actually firm it up a little bit more. I know you do that in dynamic pro. Actually, I think I'd set the dynamic pro to be, yeah, well, ABS is off, and I think I've set the suspension really hard and turn the ABS off. Let's go back to comfy old man mode. Just going up into Market Bosworth. Well done, mate. Right then. Let's go and grab something to eat. Shit, his flat white 90 man. That feels very flashy, that does. Hitting that to turn the alarm off and unlock it. I could definitely say, if anyone's not tried putting that screen up into the higher fixed position, I'd definitely recommend it. I don't know whether, obviously, because I purchased this bike second hand, perhaps this is the default setting for it. Seriously? Well, come on. Doesn't appear to. Overall, for me, that's a much better experience at that height. And of course, if it is a bit too tall, well, you could just do that, can't you? And look like a flashy git. I'll be in there, fourth. Yeah. Still, just pulls. Insane. Then I've gone down to third there. Did I really need to? Probably not. Not going to hurt, but... Oh, fun over. Do you know what? I've just been having a thought. Have BMW completely shot themselves in the foot with this bike? Let's say in 2, 3, 4 years' time the 1400 comes out. What do they put on it? What doesn't this bike have? What could be improved on this bike? I'm not trying to blow smoke up BMW's arse. I'm not trying to do the whole, isn't my new bike great thing. But genuinely, isn't my new bike great? No. Ultimately, there's going to be a lot of people that don't like the GS. There's always going to be people that don't like the GS. There's always going to be people that don't like other types of bikes. It just means it's just not the bike for you. It doesn't mean it's a bad bike, just like any other bike. There are bikes that I don't like. It doesn't mean they're bad bikes. They're just not my type of bike. But for someone that wants a GS, or already has a GS, and then looks to upgrade, where did BMW go after this? I'd love to know what people think. In terms of what the next evolutionary step with motorcycles is going to be, because you've got ASA on these. I think a big thing with that is that they can improve the ASA. That's something that's going to get developed a lot over time, isn't it? But that's not a massive USP, is it? That's not a unique selling point of a new model. Backlit switchgear. Again, you know, you're not going to upgrade for that, are you? Those are all evolutionary steps rather than revolutionary. What's the next revolutionary step for the GS past what we've now got with this? I can't see. I just don't know what it is. As always, answers on a postcard or in the comments. That would be more useful. Okay folks, that's me for this one. Thanks for coming along. See you on the next one.